ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hello. Hi, how are you? Good to see everybody. Oh my goodness. It feels like it's been so long, even though it's been literally 2 days this time. And this week it looks like we're keeping to the schedule so far, so I'm happy about that for sure. I don't know what just fell off of me. I just saw some. What the heck? What is happening? I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but I'm like looking at my stream monitor right now, which has my camera, and I'm seeing on the screen like some white flakes fall in front of my face, and I was like, that's falling off of me. But I think there's like some debris in the room that's falling in like directly in front of the camera. And that's making it show up on the screen like it's in front of my face. So that's good. It's not my dandruff. It's just the building that I'm in, my house being structurally unsound. So that's fine. Get that out of the way, or that's gonna make a lot of noise. I hope everybody's been doing well since Monday. Let me know in the chat if you were here on Monday and you're coming back. That'd be awesome. Kia Soul followed the channel yesterday while I was not live. Kia Soul 2010. Hopefully they're coming back today and have enjoyed some of the content. But we got actually more views on Monday's live on Twitch anyway than I didn't check how it did on YouTube. But compared with some of the earlier streams that we did, and I have to believe that is in. I am under no delusion, by the way, that is because I'm an incredible Fortnite gamer. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm sure some of you tune in for the games, but I gotta believe, and this has been confirmed outside of this because I've had some really good feedback from stuff like what I did Monday to start off the stream, which was talking about mental health. I just got a lot of positive feedback about talking about that, and I want to say that if you are one of those people who gave me send any kind words about that, and just the fact that I'm kind of using this platform, so to speak. It is a platform, even though it's a small platform for me at this point, but it still is, big in some ways, or it could be perceived as big for some people, because I think that talking about mental health is something that's important, and I don't want to shy away from it, even though I know a lot of people like to keep it private. And I totally understand that, by the way. Like, it's each person's individual journey, and the way that they decide to deal with what's going on in their brain is, in no way for me to try and dictate how they're going to deal with the things that they're dealing with. Because no matter what you're going through, even though I've been through some stuff, minor compared to a lot of people, but it's all relative, right? I'm not going to try and act like I've ever been in the exact situation that someone else is currently going through. That would be, to use a big word, disingenuous to what I'm trying to do here, which is to let you know that, everyone's experience with mental health is very individual, and it is very unique for a lot of reasons, I'm sure. And there's no reason for anyone to expect that they know everything that's going on to contribute to how a person's acting, what they're saying, or what they're feeling. Especially, there's no way you can know what somebody's feeling unless you are that person or you share their brain, which I don't think the science is quite there yet, but we can hope that we can see a little bit into some people's heads sometime in the future. I'm sure. I'm optimistic that we'll be able to, share experiences a little bit more personally in the future. That would be cool. I don't know if you guys have heard of Neuralink. I could be totally like confabulating two things that have nothing to do with each other, but I heard Elon Musk talk about it on a podcast a long time ago, and essentially it would allow people to, uh, be able to project. Like one of the purposes anyway could be to allow you to project your dreams or thoughts, um, in a way that somebody else can experience them as if they're experiencing it for themselves. So I think that would be very cool in some ways because that way you wouldn't necessarily have to wonder why somebody might have done what they did or said what they said or felt the way they felt about a certain thing. I don't know. I think the more information that I can give about myself, this is just, again, this is very personal to me. I think the more information that I can give about myself and anything that I might be going through or handling in my own way, and how, like, especially the mistakes that I've made in handling my own situations. Um, I think that providing that information to people who are earlier on in any kind of process that I might have been through in the past could give them in essence a cheat code to get to a healthier frame of mind or a healthier position in their life, in their own opinion anyway, which is really at the center of what matters. um just by giving more information about what I've been through, because, like, think about it this way. Okay, this applies to a lot of things in life, right? So I'll use an example of uh track and field, because this is something that's very, I'm very close to track and field and I like doing it a lot. And an event I like is high jump. So for the longest time, a lot of people might not even know this, and if you don't know what high jump is, um there is yeah, I could probably find a video while I'm doing this, but if you are not aware of high jump as an event, it essentially, in today's day and age, is something where people will, or the person who's competing will, um, run and kind of curve a little bit, and then jump off of one foot, and then curve backward over a bar. So that is, um, that's essentially what high jump is now. But prior to, I don't even know what the year would have been. Um, Prior to, I think, what was the 1970s? Let me see. Prior to, oh, it's 1968. Well, it might have been popularized before that, but before, in any case, before 1968, everyone high jumped, so they would run towards the bar and then they would jump over it forwards. So it was just kind of like intuitive to people. They would jump forwards over the bar, curl their stomach like they're bending forward, and jump over the bar until, and trust me, this is going to come back to mental health, but to draw like a very long example, um uh okay, to use a very long example, before 1968, people would jump forward over the bar, and it, it just didn't, it wasn't as efficient, and nobody knew that at that time because nobody had ever gone backward over the bar. um which is like, now it just kind of seems obvious because everyone has that cheat code in a sense, where they know they don't have to do what, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the guy's name. Dick Fosbury was the first guy to jump backwards over the bar and popularize that. So he, early on in his career, did, I'll show you guys. Um, West Western roll. Okay, it was called the Western roll prior. So I'll show you both. So here is a video from the Berlin Olympic Games in 1936 and how they high jumped at this point. So you see he's running forward. That's called a scissor kick, and he jumped over the bar like that. I'm sure when they get to the higher heights, they'll. Okay, so he scissor kicked it again. Who's this guy? Please ignore the swastika on his uniform. This again was in 1936, and that guy is German. So he competed for Nazi Germany at the time. No need to dwell upon that. We are much past that. Nazis bad. Objectively, we all know. See, that's even different. So this is even another example. So like, we can stop this. One more example. Okay, so do you see how they're going forward over the bar here? This is a very high jump centric tangent. But yeah, they're going forward over the bar. So prior to Dick Fosbury coming up with the backward technique, he obviously trained that technique that everyone did for decades, where they would run and they would jump forward over the bar. And then he realized, oh, wait a second, it's going to work way better if I go backward over the bar. This opens up so many doors for him, right? So, to bring that back to mental health finally, if Dick Fosbury had, if someone after Dick Fosbury, any high jumper today, thought that they had to go through all the same struggles as Dick Fosbury did, in that they would have to start their career and for years jump over the bar forward before they could get to however old he was, 20 something at the time, and then start practicing high jumping backward over the bar, then of course their progression is going to be limited. Of course it's going to take them just as long as it took Dick Fosbury to get to that point, or maybe even longer, to get to their potential anyway, because they didn't take into account, or they didn't start with the cheat code, as I'm referring to it, or they didn't start out training in the way that's already proven to be better, right? So, to equate that to mental health, if someone before you has gone through something similar, or even very close to the same thing that you're going through mentally, or whatever struggle that is causing any mental anguish or difficulty, then why would I think, I have to figure this out all on my own? I have to go through all of this struggle to get to a point where I'm healthier. I have to go through all of the steps that any person who overcame their mental health struggles before me had to go through, and then I will be able to figure out how to deal with this. Why do that when that person already laid out the steps for you that they went through, so you don't have to spend months or years coming up with learning from these mistakes, or learning from certain things that you did or didn't do that could have made it better along the way, right? So that's kind of why I am talking about this as much as possible. And I do appreciate the people that have reached out and been like, you're brave for putting yourself out there. Some people have said that. I appreciate that so much, but I don't necessarily look at it that way. I look at this in a way as like an instructional video, right? So if I lay out as much information as I possibly can about what I've been through, and what I did that did not work. I'm not saying that skipping over those things and getting to the thing that did work. For me it was, or has been so far, um adopting a very actively positive attitude where I try to smile a lot every day and smile in the face of adversity, which is a very corny thing to say, but it rings true in a lot of ways. Or another thing that I have been doing is when faced with a challenging situation, I is how I like to call it. I think of it as a challenge. Every day when somebody says something negative or that I could perceive as negative or that I could internalize as negative energy and let it affect my day, which is what I did in the past. I would really let it affect my day. There would be situations where something very minor, seemingly very minor to someone else, like someone interrupting me, to contradict me or say something uh, to disagree with me. If they said it in a certain way and I, wasn't, if I internalized that as not only as something negative, but if I didn't know necessarily what that meant, that might even be worse for me prior to turning this corner in my mind. Because I, they would say something, anyone could say something, and it could affect me the rest of the day, and it would affect other aspects of my life. Like I would be in a conversation and somebody could contradict me or disagree with me or say something rude even, and I would be thinking about that the rest of the day, and I would be thinking about, man, why would that person say that? Like is that their issue? That was almost never what I thought about. It was almost always, what did I do to make them, you know, not like me? uh, and I would let that affect other parts of my day. If that was a conversation early on at 9:30 in the morning, and then I'm at pole vault practice and this is a real example. At, I'm at pole vault practice at 2:30 in the afternoon that day, and I am getting so frustrated that I'm yelling at my coach, who is very supportive of me and is a very good guy, but I'm yelling at him and I'm lashing out in anger because I'm not appropriately dealing with the thing that I had to deal with at the time. And I'm letting it spill over because I, let it fester and I didn't get to the bottom of why I was feeling that way. And a lot of the time that I was feeling, or a lot of the reason that I was feeling that way rather, in a lot of situations was that I I was just hyper focusing on things for far too long. Way too long. If something negative comes your way, uh and it makes you think negative thoughts, or it makes you think in a negative way or feel some type of way, you should really, I mean, I'm not saying don't think about that or don't allow that process of those negative feelings or however you react to that or respond or even retaliate. Don't, uh, it's just, this is good advice, I promise. Don't let that affect you for more than 5 minutes. And 5 minutes in a lot of cases is even too long. There is no reason, if the thing that you're complaining about is in the past, or not, I don't even want to say complaining. If the thing that is affecting you that is negative, if it's negatively affecting you and it's in the past or you can't control it in any way, like thinking about it or dwelling on it would be a more accurate way to put it, is not going to benefit you, then I'm not saying don't react to that. But after 5 minutes of reacting in the way that you need to react, it's best to take a deep breath and let it out and say, I can't change it. And a year ago, if you told me to do that, I would be like, yeah, That's the reason I'm frustrated. That's the reason I'm mad, because I can't change it. And okay, I get that. 22 and a half year old Chase, I get why you're thinking in that way, because you're very analytical. But the fact that you can't change it means that thinking about it is objectively misdirected energy. Your energy would be so much more productively spent being happy or being positive or moving on to the next thing in your day than it would be using it to dwell upon something that you physically cannot change. You cannot control that. You can control how that situation or a similar situation will go in the future, or whether or not you'll even get into that situation. You can control that, and the way that you control that is by analyzing good things that you've done and keeping those up. And then, it's good to always circle back to those if you need a source of positivity, because these are things that you've done right or done well, and that can help you to maintain a positive mindset. But you can't only think about all the things that you did right. You should also think about things that you could do better. And I say it in that way purposely because you really should think about it. And again, this is I keep saying you should. It's individual to you. I don't want to push anything on anybody. I'm just telling you what works for me, and I'm laying it out in a kind of third person sort of way, so to speak. I kind of lost my train of thought, but that's okay. So here's what I could do, and I'll use that as an example. Here's what I could do better if I get in that same situation where I feel like I have to digress and talk about something else. I can finish the thought that I have first, and if I still have a burning thought that I really want to get out there in my mind afterwards, then it was definitely important enough that my mind kept it in the back and ready to say again. So like that was something that I didn't do perfectly, but I'm not going to dwell on it and say I'm such an idiot for digressing to the point where I completely lost my train of thought, because that happens a lot. So if I really dwelled on doing that, that would, be really rough on my psyche. So yeah, just do it better in the future. You're very few times in this world will you be in a situation one time and never be in a situation that is even remotely similar to it. So every situation, every new situation or situation that you haven't done perfectly, you can take from that some ammunition to go into, not to use a gun term, but we are going to play Fortnite, so ammunition's pretty prevalent. You can take that into future situations and be like, I am not as nervous going into this situation because I know that I know what not to say or not to do, because last time I did that, it didn't work. Yeah, basically take the good that you can out of any situation that you're in. Find the good. Some situations it's going to be harder to find it than others. It will be. It's not every situation was created equally, and not every pocket of negative energy that comes your way is going to be because there's little spitballs of negativity that come your way every day. That's just life. You can't control everybody, so certain people you interact with will hurl these spitballs of negativity towards you, and they might not be necessarily doing it on purpose to make you feel negative, and they might not even feel that it's negative because they don't think in this way. I do. So if somebody is very sarcastic, so here's an example of a spitball of negativity that happens all the time, every single day of your life. Guarantee you've done it. I've done it 1 trillion times. Everyone that I know does it. And here it is. Someone says, "Hey Chase, how you doing?" And you say, "Living the dream," or, "Oh, just great. I'm fantastic." It's called sarcasm. And guess what? I still do it even though I'm positive. But it's one of those things that's kind of right on the border, right? Because there's sarcasm that could be purely funny and um not ill-intentioned, and everyone that's involved with the sarcastic remark is totally on board and on the same page with uh this is not, this is not serious. This is not factual, and beyond, like, I won't even remember what I said 5 minutes from now. But there is a lot of time, and I've been guilty of this my entire life, where there are sarcastic comments that leave a little, they're more on the border and they're less easily defined. So in a sense they're a joke, but in a sense they're serious. And that serious part is negativity. Where you're saying, or the person knows that your intention, even though you're saying outwardly something positive, "Oh, I'm doing great," or, "Oh, just great, best day of my life," is, outwardly the words are positive, but the message is negative, because you know that the person that you're talking to knows that you're kidding. You're not serious that um that it's good, or that it's great, or that it's fantastic. So instead of doing that, answer honestly. Answer honestly about, why your day is going the way that it is. I struggled with this transition a little bit because I would do that every single day. Someone would ask me how I'm doing, and I would say, "Living the dream," even though I was being sarcastic, because there were a lot of things that were stressful in my life. And they recognized that, because more often than not, it was somebody who was in a similar situation or knew that I was going to answer sarcastically or just overtly negatively by saying, "Not good." Um, so this transition has meant that when people ask me how you doing, I still say things like, "I'm doing great," or, "I'm living the dream." And a lot of times people think I'm being sarcastic, but now when I answer that way, I'm not actually being sarcastic, but I still say it like I am. So it's in my head, it still sounds like I'm being sarcastic, even though I know I'm being serious. Like, I actually am having a good day, and I am, because I'm answering positively. So, um, you know, I have to be mindful that there are some people that could, but, like, it's all about your tone. It's all about your tone. You have the power to control what you say and how you say it. And you can control your intent of something that you say, but you can't control how somebody perceives it. So, what they think your intent was when you said it. Unfortunately, once it's out of your mouth, it's gone. You've already said it. You can explain how you meant it, and then that's also out of your control, and it's in their control whether they decide to believe you. So, be thoughtful. That's been a big part of this journey, this turning point of being more positive, is I've had to think about what I say before I say it a lot more than when I was just saying the first thing that came to my head, obviously, which was probably more often than not negative. Um, Sometimes the initial thought is negative, but rather than just saying the first thought that comes to my head, even when it's negative, if it's negative, I think for a second, and I'm like, I find the positive thing to say, because literally saying the positive thing out loud, you don't even realize this a lot of times. Just saying the positive thing out loud that somebody else might not even have thought of, could completely change how the tone of the rest of that interaction goes. If rather than answering sarcastically when somebody asks me how I'm doing, I think about it and I really say, "You know what? I am healthy." And that's awesome. So honestly, I'm healthy. So Doesn't get too much better than that. That is a very positive way to answer that question. How are you doing? I I have smiled a lot today. Even if that doesn't mean that you've been happy all day, if you did smile a lot that day, that is a very positive thing to say. And that's a way better way to approach things than just saying the first thing that comes to your head. Because the first thing that comes to your head, you know, because the negative thought can a lot of times cloud all the little, seemingly little, positive things that you can find in every situation. I promise you that there are very few, if any. There might not be a situation in this world where there is zero possibility of finding any positive aspects to it. I'm not asking anyone to challenge me and give me a super negative situation so that I can, search through the mud and the muck to find the positive thing. Because, yes, to the person that the negative thing's happening to, it feels negative. It's so hard to shake that. But it is in your control to look for a positive. And even just looking for a positive, as long as you don't ever give up on your search, is a positive thing. And it will bring you positive energy. And now I don't want to go on and ramble for an hour like I did last time. I think that it was definitely productive for as long as I talked last time. And I hope that anybody who hasn't watched me before, who feels that they're struggling with anxiety or the negative side of life or whatever the case might be, I think that it could be beneficial for you to go back and watch and sift through a little bit. Even put me at, I don't speak crazy fast, I don't think, so you could probably speed it up a little bit in the playback and on YouTube and find, the spot in there that really speaks to you and slow it down and listen to it and just honestly try and take what you can take out of it. Try to take the positive out of any situation, but what I've said, because I really want anybody who's watching me or anybody who has watched me or anybody who will watch me to benefit from what I'm saying. So I'm going to continue to try and spread that positivity and any messages about my personal mental health and also any other messages that I can spread that might help people. I really want to use this platform, Omega Lol, I want this to be a place where people can come and they might not necessarily be extremely entertained the whole way through. That would be ideal. But if they're not, if they can come to this channel every once in a while when they need a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a mood booster, that would be my main goal. Or to educate themselves about how they can do something like that, or about maybe something more specific. We might talk about more specific things in the future. You never know. You never know what's going to happen on this stream. What you do know is I'm probably going to keep playing video games a lot because I like playing video games and they make me happy. But playing them makes me a lot happier when I am trying to be happy. That being said, I am controlling what I control, and I control the fact that I'm going to play Fortnite. Because, as many of you may know, but maybe not all of you, Fortnite has made the decision to permanently add a no-build mode into the game. This is enormous for me because for the longest time, I didn't play Fortnite. And that wasn't because... Nice, Bash. I did not play Fortnite because I felt that the skill gap had gotten to the point where it was a little bit hard to keep up, especially when I would get to end game situations. because I didn't have the time to be on and playing Fortnite all the time, or I had taken some time off. And anytime I would take time off, it seemed like everyone else had gotten better at building, or there were things that I didn't know about the game that I just couldn't learn fast enough to get any wins or make any progress because I wasn't going to be playing every single day. But now, with building being out, that skill gap has closed a lot, actually, because I've been playing Apex in the meantime, which mechanically is now a lot like, actually, Fortnite now in the no build mode is similar mechanically to Apex. So that skill gap that was there before with the building is not nearly as big, if even present at all, because my shot is pretty good. Exhibit A. Exhibit B. Oh, never mind. But yeah, my shot in these games has not been my issue. It was really the fact that I was building on controller, and mainly the fact that I was not practicing enough. Because I could have gotten good at building on controller if I practiced all the time, but I just didn't, because I either didn't have time or I was, you know, doing something else. School, track, got plenty of stuff to do. Or I would go to a different game and try that out for a while, and when I would come back, it seemed like everybody had been snorting G Fuel and just railing game fuel all day and cranking 90s in playground mode, in creative mode. And I was not doing that. But if I had, maybe I would have gotten better at building. And maybe I'll go back to that at some point. I'm not saying that I never will. But for now, this no build mode sure is a really good thing for me. I believe another person landed here. Confirmed. Oh, okay. I played that extremely poorly. That's the first game of the day, which went very differently from last night. As the first game of the night, not last night, 2 nights ago, I won. But I was not locked in. Well, we gon' lock in. If you're new in chat or you haven't said anything today, go ahead and say something in chat. Actually, put a smiley face. Put a smiley face first, and I'll say hi if I see your name pop up. I'll say your name, and you know, let me know how you're doing today. Let me know how your day went today. And definitely, if you can figure out something really positive that happened today, could be big, could be small, let me know. I love to have that positivity spread in the chat, so let me know what positive things went down today. You sure took the L. That stinks. I believe that still means that they like DC'd or disconnected from the game. I keep like holding L2 while I turn around like that because in Apex that would allow me to keep going the same direction but look behind me. I got a tire. I'll roll it at people. Did anyone ever see the movie Rubber? It's about a tire that is, it has like, I don't even know how to describe it. It has powers, and it basically blows people's heads up with its mind. Or just blows things up in general with its mind. It's a tire, and it blows people up. If it sounds like it's probably the stupidest movie ever, at the time when I watched it, I absolutely thought the exact same thing. Purple Combat SMG. I'll absolutely take that. We got shots. I think they're over there. Over here, probably. I feel like with these new updates, I haven't been able to hear exactly what direction people are coming from, even though I like have 3D headphones on. Just when it's far away, I definitely have a hard time telling where it's coming from. Oh, hey. Yeah, go back in there. You in there? I think I got him very weak for me. I know where that guy went. Alrighty. Already have that. Ooh, almost took fall damage. I gotta figure out this sniper a little better. So I'm having a hard time, like, being able to lead my shots properly. I felt like what I just heard was in this direction. But I really can't say. Oh, it definitely was. Over here. That truck just exploded and went higher than the blimp. I would be surprised if he peeked again. But I know exactly where he is. He's in that building. Ow. Nice, okay. These guys are having a tough time. Man, he had a shotgun and I missed every SMG shot. So that's how that happened. Well, you gotta hit your shots, Chase. Well, one really good takeaway from this stream so far is that on Monday at about this time in the stream, I had dropped 16,000 frames, which is a lot. It was like 20% of my stream at that point. And right now, I have dropped 0. Collapse in the chat for no drop frames. What is this thing? This is my first time seeing this, actually. Looks like a satellite dish of some kind. Is this where Caddy Corner was and stuff? No, right? No, that was... I don't think that was there. Maybe it was. Is this a guy that I have to? Is he gonna be mad at me? Ow! He's very mad at me. I had no idea. No need to focus me, I'm just here healing up. Not the compact SMG, gotta remember that. Which means I can't fight people more than 7 inches away from me. Not with that gun anyway. I hear people's. Now I see people's. this a Stinger SMG? I have a vault key. Oh, we're going there. Nice. Can't build. The new rocket launcher. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a big safe. There's probably gonna be something good in it. What? Oh, it's gold. A lot of gold. All right, let's see where this takes us. Nice. What's this? There's so many of these. So this locks on. I don't know what direction people are in. I'll be completely honest. I don't know where people are. The fact that you can only have 13 rockets now is hilarious because, I don't know, 15 seasons ago, you could have like unlimited rockets, essentially. Or if it wasn't unlimited, it was enough that it, like, you would literally never run out. Like, you could have 70 rockets. You would never be able to shoot them. Oh, that was at me? Go ahead and heal. And then peek. You're gonna have to peek at some point. I got one of those too. And now I'm back to not knowing where a single soul is. I know I've been standing here a long time, but I'm just kind of flexing my weaponry. Wow. I missed a lot. He missed less. That's the exact opposite of the situation you wanted to be in. Yeah, that was not the play against somebody who has this particular weapon. I was literally just about to say I take this guy as somebody who is going to push wildly. Just based on how he's walking around down there. How he's crab walking. It's very foggy now. Which absolutely plays to this weapon's strengths. Where is people? Yeah, I'm not leaving this spot until I have to, I don't think. There's fighting going on over there. I don't know if this guy's aware, but somebody has a beat on him. Nice. It's not out of ammo. I don't know where these guys went. Nice. Wow, that guy literally crouch walked up that entire hill. Well, I applaud him for having the patience that he needed to take me out. Because I was on fire. I was on fire. Let's see if we can stick it out. That guy just used a chug splash when he was at full health. It's a bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off for him, Cotton. I don't think it's a stretch to say that, this guy's gonna have a hard time winning this. I don't think that's rude to say. But he did heal when he was at full health. And the guy's right there. He's pushing wildly. This guy does not care if he knows what direction the guy comes from. He is solely banking on the element of surprise by crouch walking for the rest of the game. He figures, hey, it worked for one guy that was up on the hill shooting rockets. Why wouldn't it work for a guy that's only focused on him, as he's the only guy left? And he is right. All right, okay. I should have used my ears more, I guess. That would have been a win. I would definitely have seen that as a win. Okay. Let's head into the battle pass here. Don't have enough to get that whole page yet. What are some of the quests we can do? I have to spend bars, launch myself 150 meters. Don't even know where those cannons are. 0 build solos. I'll take game modes that were not in Season 1 Fortnite for 500, Alex. Dropping tilted. Spray some face sunscreen on. Dude, shouldn't have just dropped my shotgun. So that guy had a he was very good at hopping over that wall, just back and forth. He did not care. Let's get this skin off. Let's do different skin. Who do we want to play? Who do we want to be? Be Ragnarok. I like this new sound, by the way. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Curious if you can. Ooh. Why the heck not? She's got a cool helmet on. Wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this part. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Let's try to drop tilted a little more. We know it's going to be a super hot drop every time. Okay. Did not go according to plan. Word. No. Okay. I don't have the best close range weaponry. Yeah, didn't have the guns for almost any fight, but, that's okay. I do like the mainframe bundle a lot. Well, I definitely want to help Ukraine, so... This is not... Why do you show? There. I have to go to... Let's do it. Locker. New skin. And... Oh, wait. Forgot to do this. And where are my little mini baseball bats? All right. I don't think there was anything else, right? We got the full set. I gotta win a game tonight, boys and girls. All right, let's go to Tilted. We're gonna get some good stuff. It's gonna be great. I love this. I love it. Dropped some frames. Hopefully it's not because of this skin. I love this. All right. Tent. Of even more? Alright. Ooh. Alright. Alright, Moppet. A little 62 tag on the Moppet. My tent. I claimed it. It's mine. Oh! Oh my god, I was literally just gonna say, what do you guys think the odds are that he comes up here? And that frightened me. Oh. He just fell off? Yep. Poor guy. I don't know how good that turret is. Oh. Oh man, this guy is having a rough day. This guy doesn't know where to go. He's fighting the IO guard. Like it's his damn job. Come around the other side, even though I was shooting at you, and you should know what direction I'm coming from. Okay, yeah. All right. All right. He'll come back up. You'll be fine. What other guns could he possibly have other than the thermoscoped AR? He happened to land in the one place that I couldn't see him. What are the odds of that? Ow! I understand you're upset. Oh, come on. If he didn't heal that regular shield, I might have got him. No, he had so much health. What? I could have sworn I hit him a lot for just, like, white health, but maybe not. Nice fall damage, dude. Sorry about that if that made any noise. That was my bad. Oh boy. Close. But no cigar. I might only have 1 or 2 more games left in me. I'm getting tired. Oh. What is happening? I may be dead. I have no idea which direction this guy is. Up, down, sideways, around, behind me. Oh, don't like the sound of that. Wow, that person does not have any regard for cartoon life. He healed. Think he's gonna peek again from up top? I kind of doubt it. Okay, drop down. There's no way that was that guy, right? He ran so fast. What? How'd he get there that fast? I'm in shock. I feel shocked. Oh my gosh. How am I still alive? Is it because I'm the best? It feels like it's because I'm the best. All right. Oh, some people have aim lock with that shotgun for sure. Wow. That thing is OP. I don't know why I didn't have that out. I was about to take it out. I was gonna weaken him with the SMG and then pull out the shotty, but it didn't work out that way. That's okay. That's gonna be it for tonight. I'm just tired. That's all. And I appreciate everybody coming in here and watching, especially if you watched the entire first part where I was just talking at you, not even playing games. I appreciate it. It is some important stuff that I really do want to get across here, as I was saying earlier. So thank you for watching and tuning in and listening. And for those of you who tuned in just for that, awesome. I'll try and find a way to bring more of that content in so that I can, balance the gaming and the more important stuff, in my opinion, which will be mental health related a lot of the time. Because it's super important, and not enough people talk about it. So I'll talk about it. And yeah, so if you are subscribed to the YouTube or the Twitch, I appreciate it so much. If you're not, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for YouTube. It is big and red. Make sure you go ahead and click it, and it will turn gray, and it'll say subscribe. That's how you know you'll done your job. My mouth doesn't work right now. That's okay though. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow the Twitch if you haven't already. Working towards that affiliate goal of 50 followers. We're at like 20 or 21 right now. So we're working towards 50 slowly but surely. And I appreciate every single one of you that has watched, even if you haven't followed or subscribed or anything like that yet. But I would really appreciate it if you follow so you can get notified when I go live and more content goes up. Speaking of content, there is quite a bit of Apex content already on YouTube and on TikTok and Instagram. So if you haven't followed the TikTok and the Instagram yet, go ahead and follow those. The TikTok has most of my short clips from Apex. There will be some Apex or some Fortnite ones coming soon, most likely when I have a little bit of time to get some editing done. And those will go up on the Instagram as well, God willing. And yeah, if you do follow the Instagram, that'll let you know when I go live on the stream, because I post every time I go live onto my Instagram story, and it'll have a link to my Twitch. If you want to watch on YouTube, all you got to do is look up Deckwolf, DECWOLF, in the YouTube search bar, and I should be the first person that pops up. Just look at my weird looking face, or the screen says starting soon right across it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it every single time you do. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. Have a good night, guys. Stay healthy.